quick. You both stop real quick. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Pike's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
A special presentation here this week as we get live from VRX, Daytona International Speedway, the Super Speedway. It starts off in February. It starts off in the life of NASCAR. But here tonight, in the special iRacing Fernando Rose, a 20-year retired veteran from the U.S. Army. Here we are tonight on V-Speed. I'm your host, Bradley Cooper, with camera packs provided by Dougie Beard. This one a long time in the making. A lot of cars out here on the racetrack, 17 to be exact. Got a lot of racing left to do here with 75 laps. And through the week, hope you guys had a great holiday weekend. Got a birthday party coming up here very, very soon. With this race to celebrate everybody that's fighting or has fought both in the military and with the battle for cancer. Tonight, we're going to honor those that we've lost to both of those things with a 75-lap race. And I have to take a moment here to shout out quite a few people. V-Speed's very own with Seth Hatchell, survivor of cancer with sarcoma. Of course, you guys watched the race for 8. I also have to give a shout out to Mercy Hunter, recently lost. Great mother, daughter. You also have Justin Johnson, John Richards, and Jana Helfer. All of these people that we will remember forever and always. And ultimately, this race coming down to Nana Rose. And, you know, I guess I'll shout out Kevin Mulcahy. I guess I could do that one more time. That guy, I tell you what, there was never a dull moment in Discord with him. But here tonight, we're going to go to Daytona. And this racetrack, of course, needs no announcement. I don't think I need to put the graphic up on the screen. 2.5 mile racetrack. It's fast. It's wide open. There'd be a lot of lead changes. But ultimately, what it comes down to is everybody has a chance, and everybody has a chance, no matter what. That's the important thing here. Everybody has a chance. That, I think, is the underlying message in this entire broadcast, is no matter how bad things may seem, you're breathing oxygen. You have a chance. So if that has any message to you, let's take you trackside for our invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave over land and of the free and the home of the brave?
So it's about 5 minutes here before we go live and racing, and we got a lot to talk about. The first person I'm going to pull in here, we're going to have to pull a few of these guys in here. There's a lot of family, a lot of friends. But the first guy I'm going to pull in here, well, I had him, and he moved. There's Doug Helfer. Doug Helfer, it's Brownlee Cooper in the broadcast booth. Do you got a copy? Doug Helfer in the 64. Is this thing working?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Doug, you asked
Yes,
me
sir.
to shout it out. Jana, I know there's a lot of people here that have lost loved ones. There's a lot of people have people in the military. So, you know, go ahead and give us the lowdown here. I know it could be bad and good. It could be one of two things. But Doug, I know Jana here was a name on my list.
That Jana was my wife. She was my wife of 26 years. She passed away from pancreatic cancer, ironically, in 2018 after a 3-year battle with it.
So 3 years, and I know that there's always that moment where you come to terms with things, but everybody has that moment in life where you have that resolution. And battling something like that, I don't know how I would feel with news like that, but how do you feel personally about all of that?
About what happened with my wife?
Just in general, I guess it's just I guess give everybody kind of a sense. I know I've never had to do anything like that personally, so I guess I just want your perspective on something like that.
I can, I can give you my perspective on what it's like to have somebody that you care for, die from cancer. I've never had cancer, so obviously I can't give you that perspective. But when you lose somebody from that disease, it's devastating. I mean, it changes everything. Everything in your life changes. Yeah, it's tough to deal with. But time going by helps heal the wounds for the most part. It never fully goes away, but it's not something I would ever wish on my worst enemy, to be honest.
And Doug, this race here tonight is one of those moments where we get to remember, we get to reflect, and it's in memorial, it's in remembrance. There's a lot of people that sacrifice, not just in the military, but in life. This one's a special one. What's in store for us tonight here at Daytona?
The race is, I suspect the race is probably going to be a really good one because we have a lot of good drivers in here. It's 75 laps, and it's Daytona, so you never know what could happen, but I think it's going to be a good show.
And sorry to put you on the spot, Doug. I know I pulled you in here. I actually tried to time things out right, and imagine that. I did the math wrong, so I didn't mean to, push on any buttons or anything like that, but I know you're one of those people that I can always talk to, and I feel like you're always going to give this the honest opinion and the honest the moments. I think this is going to be grounded here. That's what I was going for.
No reason to apologize. I don't mind at all.
Well, Doug, we appreciate you coming up here and talking to us, and maybe we get to talk to you post race. 75 laps here tonight at Daytona. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
It's Doug Helfer in the number 64. Got a lot of pre-race shenanigans, warm-ups left to be done. Drivers moving around this racetrack. So in about minute 15, we'll be going live and officially underway. But until then, we're going to take a quick break and get these cars onto the pace lap. You are watching the iRacing special for Nana Rose. Back with more in just a moment. Well, let's try this again. Here we are live for the World Center of Racing. Actually, the night venue, late evening, and going under the lights for 75 laps. I'm your host, Bradley Cooper, with camera packs provided by Dougie Beard. We're officially to the grid here in the iRacing special for Nana Rose to honor 20 years of service, and to all of those battling in real life and in virtual reality. We're going to battle here at Daytona. Starting on the top spot tonight will be Jared Epker. Brian Hennings will start to his outside. And a lot of racing here underway. The pace car is going to pull off in just a moment's time, so we'll keep that grid scrolling across the bottom of your screen. But pace laps have concluded. And here we go, live and racing from Daytona. The copper-colored 74 is going to lead lap number 1. Coming off the corner, Benjamin Richards looking to the inside, actually pushing the 74. Rather, the 11 of Epker gets pushed back up there by Ed Fiedler. Top 4 right on top of each other. Inside line prevails down the backstretch. Ticker on the left-hand side of your screen. 2 out of 75 laps. And here's the race analysis for tonight. Power adjusted to minus 10%. 2 green-white checkered attempts here this evening with 65% fuel. The iRacing Fix setup. 16 miles per hour on pit road. Car on the outside wall. We've got a few wrecking in the back. The 10. Greg Spiker, the first one to go around. Caution is out on lap 3. Watching here with Hennings on the outside. And it looks like a little bit of net code there. Hennings stays in the line. The 10 maybe comes up just a touch, but even at that, we'll watch it one more time. Watch it in slow motion. Yeah, it just looks like the 10 car comes up a little bit. Maybe thought he was clear. We'll watch it from another angle here. And in the slow motion, it's always easy to tell. Yeah, it just looks like the 10 car comes up a little bit there. Nonetheless, we do have a fast repair. We have 2 of them actually here tonight. Greg Spiker going to have to burn one of those down pit road. And Jared Epker going to stay out on the racetrack. So we're going to go ahead and pull the leader of this race. Started on the pole. Jared, you end up running the fastest lap time in qualifying. Somehow Brian Hennings found his way to your outside. Now you're back to the lead.
Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been a long time since I've been behind the wheel, so I kind of consider it beginner's luck, but it's fun being back out here.
Jared, I know it's early. It's Daytona. We're going to see 20 more instances where the outside line gets a better push. The inside line comes off a turn 4 and just inches out. It's back and forth all race long. How do you feel, though, about your chances here? Long time behind the wheel. How are you feeling right now in this car?
I'm feeling good. It's 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 still early, like you said, so a lot can happen in even just one lap. So it's figuring out who's going to race with who towards the end of it, kind of picking your battles as you're going on, so you don't get caught up in the big one, if you will, and then strategizing on pits.
Well, in this special Fernando Rose, I want you to define the big one, because there's a lot of big things going on outside of iRacing, outside of racing in general. Define the big one for everyone at home.
Catastrophic. I mean, the big one is it takes out everybody, and I mean, especially military vets, cancer, all that. I mean, it can take out so much more than anybody can realize.
The whole field, 17 cars here tonight, so I think we can watch everyone involved. Wouldn't that be great? Everyone has a fast repair. Why not?
They have 2.
Yeah, burn
so
one.
We can do 2 big ones and call it a day.
Yep. I think we all go backwards at halfway. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Well, Jared, everybody's hanging out up there in the party room. Appreciate you coming up here and talking to us. Anybody want to shout out real quick before we go back to green?
Shout out Mama T, Greg, my good buddy who's in the military, Jeff Jansen. It's been a while since I've been on here, so it's I don't have a whole lot right now, but shout out to all the cancer survivors, anybody who's falling to cancer, any VFWs, all of that other stuff. So I appreciate every single one of them.
Number 11, back on the racetrack, leading this race. 3 laps led, about to get the 4th when we cross the line for lap number 6. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So a caution early involving the 10 and the 74. A couple others involved in that as well, with Anthony Edrington. Kelly Walton also involved in that. But it's going to be Ed Fiedler on the outside, John Hudson, David Collins in the top 4. Teresa Spiker up 8 positions already to the top 5. And the number 70 on the inside row there. Someone's about to get colonated, I have a feeling. The 707 on the outside. Somebody's either going to get a push to the front, or the entire field, as Epker mentioned, will become part of the big one. Let's see all the outcomes. It's a 50-50 shot. Here we go, live back in racing. Lap 6 underway in the Nana Rose Special on iRacing. And a big jump there for the 11 of Epker. Hudson's going to get to the back bumper. Outside from Collins. Checks up immediately. Collins continuing to fall back. Problems back here. Doug Helfer, the 64 we talked to pre-race. Something went really wrong with the 15 of Jeffrey Hunter. Watching here on the outside, Hunter gets a run on the 707, looks to the inside. And I want to say that Helfer was trying to give help to the 15 to get him around there, and it just didn't work out. One more time. Let's watch it from the blimp camera. Yeah, he just looks like Helfer's trying to help Hunter get around the 707. Collins did not get a good restart there. And I guess it was more of a 33% chance. So I'm having some issues with my Stream Deck here. I'm going to try to fix those issues right now. And let's see if the buttons work. Yes, we have fixed it. Okay, so whatever that issue was, we're back to live telemetry. Lights are still on with the pace car, so you know what? I'm going to do this to myself. I'm going to go ahead and pull in Mama T, because Mama T could describe what this race is for better than anybody else. I know Nana Rose had a special place in your heart, and I know Greg is very, very involved in this whole thing. Yes. But as a wife, as a daughter-in-law, I think you could give us the honesty that we're craving here on V-Speed. What's this race about?
This is about a life of fight. Nana has fought her entire life. She spent 20 years in the United States Army, and she fought her way all the way up to a successful career. And she is the most beautiful, selfless person in the world. And she has the faith that is unbreakable. And she is battling pancreatic cancer like a fight warrior that she is. And we just love her to pieces. And everyone here in Discord loves her and would like you to go live at some point and let them all know that they can be heard and they want to holler out to Nana. It's also a fight for everyone that has won their fight, that are still fighting. Seth Hatchell, Mercy Hunter, Justin Johnson, all of them. Jana, Heffler, I'm sorry.
Helfer, yeah.
Helfer. Yeah. Kevin Mulcahy. He was one of our best friends. They all are winners. They're all fighters. And keep the fight going and keep kicking ass.
Mama, you're up to 4th. Yes. This race has started off a little weird. We're only 8 laps in. You've gained 9 positions. We're about to double back up. Where are you thinking right now? I know that we have our main focus, the reason for this race, but what's your focus now to get to the lead?
My focus is just one at a time. I'm going to stick with Ed here and John Hudson, and it's good to have Jared Epkard back out on the track with us. He's going to be gone for a little bit. Congratulations to him getting a house. Anyway,
don't do it. I could have talked him out of that.
Yeah. You know it. So it's just one at a time, trying to keep that Mike Shivers and Wade Palmer back there, and of course Greg Spiker back there. He's doing a good job.
Yeah, who is that guy? He's
doing a really good job keeping himself out of it.
Yeah, 15th. He's doing great. Yep. Okay. Well, you know what? I actually started this interview with, I'm going to do this to myself, but you said Greg Spiker. I saw 15th. Redeemed. This is going to be great. I love it. All right, Mama. I'll put you back in the party room. Good luck.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll talk to you post-race.
And again, if you can go live and bring everybody in, and let them all holler out their rows? I don't know if you can do that.
I don't know if I could do it all at one time. I'll try to pop in there.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Take care.
It's Mama T and the number 70 going to restart here in the 4th position. We still have Jared Epker up front, John Hudson, Ed Fiedler. Just talked to Mama T and Teresa Spiker, Benjamin Richards up to the 5th position as we get set to go back green at lap number 10. I'd like to thank you if you're just joining us here. Special presentation for Nana Rose. 20 years, the veteran of the U.S. Army fighting pancreatic cancer. And for everyone, this race goes out to you. Green flag back underway. Epker with a big jump again. Fiedler going to pull up on the back bumper. So inside gets really organized very early. It's going to take a lot here from the outside, but you already see the 43 of Wade Palmer get the branch out on the outside of Richards, but only one car goes with him. That's Brian Hennings in the 74. It's going to take a lot more than that. Another car jumps out there. I believe that's the 51 of Mike Howerton that's looking to gain some positions. Outside line getting slowly organized. Howerton way out to the outside wall. And another car, that's Jeffrey Hunter in the 15. He's going to look for the top 5 with no help. 64 is going to move up. And just like that, the inside falls apart. It's getting a little bit chaotic up at the front. Ed Fiedler now going to swap positions with the 11, who moved up in front of the 707. Down the back straightaway, lap 12. Ed Fiedler with a big lead, watching the 15 get a bad bump from the 05. Mike Shivers on the inside. Hunter gets shuffled out. That time around, the 66 will lead. And already we've had 2 cautions and 2 lead changes. Inside line starts to get organized again. You have to go all the way back here to Jeffrey Hunter in 8th, who's trying to find his way around the colonnador, looking for that 7th position. Jared Epker, Wade Palmer, outside the top 10. Your pole sitter has fallen back 7 spots. Up 10 for Mike Howerton. Howerton has worked with several different drivers. They gain these 10 positions. This time around, it's going to be Fiedler again in the 66. Everybody looks pretty content now to run some laps. But it's Teresa Spiker, and I'm not sure what happened on the restart. I have to go all the way back. It'd actually be lap 8. I'm not really sure what's going on here with my telemetry, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip back. We've had some issues, but I was looking at Teresa Spiker off the pace here. It's Anthony Edrington that's given a push to the 70. It's only back at 15th. We just talked to Teresa Spiker. She was up in the top 5. So I missed something there. Not sure what it was. I don't think she'll remember either. Side by side for the 7th position. Collins to the outside. Ryan Hennings on the back end of the 707. Kind of disorganized a little bit all over the place. Collins going to get the push. On board with Brian Hennings at 201 miles per hour. Hennings ends up losing ground. The 818 moves to the outside of Kelly Walton. Halfway through this field, we have some problems. Tandem Spiker into the outside wall. Caution's going to come out here. No yellow yet. There's a checkup. 10 comes down in front of the 155. Blackburn tries his best to avoid it. We stay green. And the caution will fly now. Let's say an admin yellow thrown just now. Yeah, would be an admin caution there. We're coming up on pit stops on lap 20. 65% fuel. Oh, 15 gets almost turned going into the backstretch here. I'm not sure if this is mid-race shenanigans or not. But 15's down on the apron. And then it comes up on the racetrack. And Jeff. Brake pedals in the middle, buddy. Yeah, I gotta talk to these guys the same way I talk to them in the Discord. This is for a good cause. It's for a good reason. And I think everybody out here they're here to have a good time. Maybe remember, but at the same time, forget. So we watch pit stops amongst everyone on this field. All the way back, Greg Spiker a lap down, so he'll be back out on the racetrack. But it's John Hudson with 7.9 in the box. Going to lead this field. And I might regret this, but I'm going to click this button and pop up into the party room. And I think Mama T wanted everybody to shout out Nana Rose. And I want to say this is a terrible idea if we don't do it right.
And it was my idea. Ooh.
1, 2, 3. Nah.
We sing
Love
happy
you, Nana
birthday.
Rose.
There we go.
Give us some instructions. Give us some instructions. You ready for it now?
Yeah.
Go for it, guys. Go for it.
1, 2, 3. Hey, Nana Rose. Hey, Nana Rose. Rose. Nana Rose.
Love you.
Well, there you go. It's just as fast as it happened. There you go. That's how we handle that. Yeah. Well, we try our best here at V-Speed, but we can't always organize everyone. You can give them instructions. It's that lead the horse to water. John Hudson on the top spot. Brian Hennings to the outside. Green flag back underway at Daytona. 1/3 of the way through this race. Black flag for Greg Spiker in the back of the field. Restart violation for the 10. 3 of Hudson. Got a great restart. Has Hennings behind. Doug Helfer, Jeffrey Hunter, and Fiedler settle out single file to the top 5. If you can believe it, a mile and a half just went by in complete silence as John Hudson continues to lead. The 74 of Hennings keeping him up there. Doug Helfer, Jeffrey Hunter, and Ed Fiedler. Some shuffling going on back here around 10th position. We saw that a lot here in this next gen. Seems like the inside line will prevail through the corners and get out to a 6 or 7 car breakaway. And then we'll see the outside start to push ahead. 56 of Benjamin Richards. Slowly chipping away here. He just got to the outside of Jeffrey Hunter. He's gotten into the top 5. Hunter's going to move to the outside. Side by side now. 6 rows deep. And working up to 3rd spot. Hunter's got the momentum. He's got a good pusher. Richards could get him up here to the top 3. He'll clear 3rd. On the backstretch, Hennings peeks out just a little bit, trying to breathe the car. Hunter still to the outside of the 64. Down the back straightaway. It's going to be a drag race for that second position. Hunter has the surge. Great pushing here for the 56 of Richards. A phenomenal push. Out of the corner, Richards moves to the outside, 3 wide for the lead. Across the tri-oval, like it's the final lap. And what a move there. I don't think it's going to benefit, and I don't think it was intentional for Richards. I don't think Richards intended to go to the outside here. Let's watch it from the blimp camera. He gave a great push to the 15, got him all the way up to the lead, and as they come out of turn 4, yeah, Hunter just moves down. They end up 3 wide, almost 4 wide across the tri-oval. Back in real time, you can watch it again. Richards glued back to the 15's bumper somehow. And Hennings back on offense. Giving the 3 of Hudson the push to take the lead back. Helfer still calmly waiting on the inside, 3rd in line. So the 15 of Hunter says, I've had enough. Ben Richards, you can go to the front. I'm going to drop down. But we do have a new taker. It was your pole sitter. He'll jump up in front of the 56. He saw the potential here. 56 might be getting a little hot. Check up on the inside. Collins. And look at that. Howerton with, wow. Look at this check up down the backstretch. Howerton almost got turned. '56 of Ben Richards has been a fantastic pusher here tonight, except for right there out of 4. And then he's in the wall. What happened there? Believe that was the, I want to say the 818 of Kelly Walton. Back us up one more time. So there's the push to the outside, and then Walton gets into the 56. We got to watch from Ben Richards' perspective. The 11 of Epker pulls down the racetrack just a little bit, and Ben Richards is going to end up a lap down from this, peeling it down pit road. We'll have a fast repair here. A shuffle out position. Greg Spiker going to go another lap down. 3 laps down now for the 10. They'll have 13 cars on the lead lap. John Hudson, your leader, has now led 12 laps. The iRacing special for Nana Rose. Shout out to everybody that helped put this on. Greg Spiker, Teresa Spiker, everyone at VRX. And again, I want to make mention of everyone in the military. Go Army in the top 3. Mercy Hunter, Kevin Mulcahy, Seth Hatchell. Seth Hatchell still kicking ass, by the way. Justin Johnson. John Richards. Jana Helfer. So many people here in the VRX family. Seth Hatchell in the race for 8. Something probably the closest for me, personally. But we know that it's just that doctor's visit or that life-changing moment. The information. Science has come a long way. And on top of that, you know, you're sitting at home right now, getting your mind off of things. That's what this race is about. You have a friend or a loved one in the military, shout out to them. Domestic or abroad, we thank you very much here from V-Speed and VRX. The sacrifices that you'll make and have made. John Hudson going to lead lap 36. Henning's going to look to the outside. This is going to be a change for the lead. Doug Helfer going to go with him. Look at this. Hennings jumps up to the outside to pull a little bit of draft from the 56 and gives a shove. Oh, they're wrecking in the back because of the checkup. Benjamin Richards did not want to go another lap down. But that ultimately caused a checkup in the middle of the field. And Wade Palmer gets a piece of that. 77 of Anthony Edgerton also involved. Watch it one more time from the blimp camera. You can see the squeeze there in the middle. Cars down pit road. Well, you have a quick moment here on V-Speed. We're going to take a quick break. A few drivers that we could talk to later on in this broadcast. We'll have interviews with your top three, of course, as always. 75 laps past the halfway mark. You are watching the iRacing Special. Fernando Rose. Back with more in just a moment.
Real quick, you both stop for real quick. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
Is too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Back here live from Daytona. Your pole sitter, Jared Epker, has fallen back to 11th. John Hudson will restart in the top spot. 35 laps when we take the green, left to go. Teresa Spiker has worked her way up to the top three. And we just had a complete crash out here of the simulator. So we're going to try to get back into the session. It's happening in real time. Second time this has happened to me in recent weeks, so I'll try to get this situated. Give me one moment here, VRX. Well, we can kind of go back live. There we go. And got it back on the screen. Lap 46 out of 75. Got that live telemetry working again. And contact with the front row. Bad push there. And almost checks up the whole field. Get reorganized. Been a long race so far. Albertine on the outside, giving a push to the 818 of Kelly Walton. Actually, 818 on the inside. It's Doug Helfer getting the push from Teresa Spiker. John Hudson on the inside. Big checkup on the outside line. Falls back a little bit here. Starting to get a little bit disorganized. '70 not giving the push. '43 is going to move up. About the 5th position. Falls back just a little bit. Watching this battle down the backstretch. Henning's trying to find his way back to the front as well. As David Collins stepped out of line. Side draft pulling up there for Hennings. Gonna find around the 7th position. And here comes a big push for the 74. Oh! More than a push than he bargained for. And Hennings is gonna fall all the way back to 15th. Staying there on the outside. The 10 of Greg Spiker back on the lead lap. Into the wall coming off of turn 4. Slotting in here for Ben Richards. Gonna drop down around the 8th position. Closing laps. It's gonna get frantic. Hudson still your leader. Holding on to the top position down the backstretch. The 818 giving a push. Blake Shivers Gonna move to the outside of the 43. Maybe a door check, a little hip check there from Wade Palmer. Another hip check out of 4. Everybody trying to figure out somebody to go with. 05 gets back to the top spot here. At least out of turn 2. Hudson trying to find a way back to the lead. Looks to the outside. The Go Armory cars get paired back up. I can work in their favor. Teammates getting back together. But they fall outside the top 5. 3 and 64 down the backstretch, not getting connected right. And that causes a little bit of a check up there. Greg Spiker looks to the outside. Thought he was going to go up the racetrack into 3. Car looking like a handful in the closing laps. A lot of these drivers have ran 17 laps on the stint. Last time down pit road was during that caution. Car shuffled out. That's Epker, your pole sitter. Falls back. 13th position for Epker. It's Mike Shivers with the lead. Watching the Spikers here in 2nd and 3rd position. Reese the Spiker tags the apron there in the entry at 3. But I'm watching the 10 and the 70. Might have something for this top driver in the 05, Mike Shivers. Three wide for 2nd place. Teresa Spiker to the outside wall. Caution is out with 15 to go. Force 3 wide. Teresa Spiker moves up in front of the 818. Domino effect. The 43, nowhere to go. Checks up. 77. Edgerton gets a piece of that as well. Mike Shivers still has the lead. We'll take the green flag with under 15 to go. Coverage will continue here on V Speed in just a moment.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
"62 laps into a 75-lap race. John Hudson still has the lead. Mike Shivers, Ed Fiedler, Doug Helfer, and Mike Howerton, the top five. You're just joining us on V-Speed. It's the iRacing special. Fernando Rose. Telemetry is going to be a little bit off here, but it totals out to 5 cautions, 7 lead changes today. My graphic is not going to reflect that at all. Pace car is going to get out of the way for these closing laps. Will we run it out to the very end? Will we see another yellow? Will we see the 11 who started on the pole get back to the front? Let's find out. Green flag is out. Back underway. Mike Shivers playing a little defense here into one. Not very organized on any line just yet. Gonna take a few laps to get that back. Just like that, caution comes back out, not sure where it came from. Looks like a checkup back here in the mid-pack, 3 wide coming off of 4. Let's go on board with Brian Hennings. And look for a driver to pull in here at the tail end of this thing. Mike Howerton, it's Bradley Cooper in the V-Speed booth. Do you got a copy?
I got you, Bradley. How you doing?
The party room, I'm sure, is getting heated at this point. I mean, there's been a few moments here where things just a little random at the tail end of this race. What's your take on it?
Yeah, well, I tell you, we've been going back and forth. You know, I've been up in the top 5 a few times, and all of a sudden something happens, and you quickly drop back to the tail end. So it's a lot of musical chairs happening out here, and we're getting down to about a 10-lap shootout. So things are about to get interesting.
Yeah, they've been arresting all night. Howerton, I've watched you race up and down this field, but it looks like the 51 has had to be very selfish to get there. You have a partner for a moment, and then you find yourself all alone. You have to drop down a line, one spot at a time.
Yeah, there's not much loyalty out here right now. It's pretty much everybody for himself.
Well, it's been good to watch so far, and I know we're going down the backstretch doubled up, but is there anybody that comes to mind put the 51 car on the racetrack tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, the outside line has had a hard time getting going this race. If somebody can get that outside line working for me here at the end, it might pay off. So yeah, I've been hanging around Wade a lot. He's right in front of me now, or right beside me actually, and Ken Blackburn's ahead of me. So we'll see if I can tandem up with somebody and see if we can get this car going across the finish line and get a decent finish tonight.
All right, Mike, maybe we'll talk to you post-race if you can find that outside.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Mike Howerton and the 51. is set to go back green in just a moment's time. And you are watching the iRacing special for Nana Rose live here on V Speed. 10 laps to go from Daytona. Shivers, Helfer, Hudson, Spiker, and Blackburn, the top 5. And a jump out there ahead there for Shivers. Can he get it going? Will the outside get organized soon enough? Doesn't look like it for the 64. 707 gives it a shove into the outside wall. He's very close there. Shivers gonna hold on. Down the back stretch. And onto the front stretch. Shivers holds the lead. Takes a long time for that outside to get organized. Watching second in line with Wade Palmer. Trying to get the 707 going. Jump to the outside for the 10 of Spiker. Greg Spiker will move up one lane to try to go for the lead. Nothing there just yet. 707 to Collins. The 10 of Spiker fall back a few positions. Shivers still holding the lead. He's got his hands full. 2 Go Army cars across the stripe. Lap 69. 7 to go. Watching these laps tick away. And the outside just cannot get organized. Nobody right now is contesting. It's going to take somebody that's on this inside to make a move. And if I'm Mike Shivers, I'm a sitting duck right now. Contact with 5 to go. Wade Palmer got a little touch there. The 10 car got a little sideways there as well. 7 laps down for Teresa Spiker, Jeffrey Hunter. Early exit to this race. There's a big surge on the outside with 5 to go. Epker from the pole. Got deep in this field a couple different times. Starting to surge back up to 4th. Oh, car off the racetrack. 10 is around. Caution is out. Let's see what happened here on the V-Speed Instant Replay. Just looks like a connection issue there for the 10, and suddenly, I don't know who that was that got shot to the inside wall. I want to say it was Mike Shivers in the 5. Did he save that car? What a save. Well, I don't see Mike Shivers anywhere in the Discord, but I do see him coming down pit road. Nope, gonna come back out on the racetrack. If you're Wade Palmer right now on this restart, you're gonna have to play defense. And pull another driver into the broadcast booth. The guy that has the expertise to get around the super speedways, running a lot at PGR. You've done a lot of one-off events. You've done full 500s. Ryan Hennings, green white checkered at Daytona, it doesn't surprise us.
No, quite a few of these all the time. So yeah, it's not unexpected. We can say that.
Well, what does it take here? Because if you're Wade Palmer, if you're anybody in this top 3, nothing's guaranteed. You could plan this 1,000 times in your head, but it never works out the way you think it will.
Yeah, no, just take the runs, the mojo, as they say, wherever it is. It's just odd tonight. We're just kind of wondering why the high line's not working so well. I mean, we did give the cars the 110% horsepower. Maybe that's what it is. But I mean, typically you can side draft somebody, and the high line is usually pretty predominant with this car. It's not really acting that way tonight. But yeah, it's just gonna be kind of fun to try to get my way up there. It's gonna be fun trying to bob and weave.
Well, Brian, you mentioned 110% horsepower. Yeah. I saw a minus 10%.
No, I mean the cars are doing 200 something. So yes, no, we have 110 power tonight. So maybe that's why the top line's not working. But yes, it should be 110.
Well, I have to go back to the drawing board. I guess my graphic. I tried to do extra here.
Due diligence. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. Yep. No, yeah, they're 110.
That's a hyphen, not a minus. That's a hyphen.
There you go.
All right.
Always covered.
Well, we're doubled back up. You're starting in 8th. What's the chances you go up here and win this thing?
It depends on how crazy everybody gets. I mean, it is odd. You can get little runs if you side draft on your own. Just depends on how much people weave around. I mean, I'm probably going to do some stupid moves just to try to get up there. So we'll see how it plays out.
Well, I gotta say, beautiful car. Love the copper brass finish on that thing. Looks really, really good.
Yep,
okay.
Yep. And,
that's beautiful.
Bless you, Nana. We're all here for you tonight, Nana.
Ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Maybe we'll talk to you post-race. Give me something to talk about, Brian. Do something crazy.
I'm going to, just stick my nose where it probably shouldn't go just to see if I can just muscle my way up there. We'll see.
Green, white, checkered attempt number 2. Coming up, Brian Hennings in just a moment.
Right on.
All right. See ya.
Yeah.
Well, it's attempt number 1 with Wade Palmer on the top spot. Will we make it to the white flag? For those of you that don't know, we will race to the green flag. The race has been extended from 75 laps to 78. Take the green flag with 2 to go. If we make it back around before a caution comes out, the race will be official at the white flag. Race back around for the checkered, and whoever crosses that start-finish line will be the winner. If a caution does fly before we reach lap 76, we will rack them up. It's actually 77. Rack them back up. Oh, wheel spin. We're not going to make it. The 3 of Hudson. Another car off the racetrack as well as Kelly Walton. We're going to stay green. Somehow, Epker to the outside. How about that for chaos? Hennings from 8th up to 4th. Howerton moving to the outside. Will single file out. Will we take the white? It's looking that way. The 818 gets sent off the racetrack. Not enough to trigger a yellow, and we will take the white flag. One more time around Daytona, and it's side by side for the top spot. 43 blinks out. 74 gives the push to Epker. Epker gets sideways. What a save from the 11. And Howerton will take the top position into 3 and 4. Here comes the 10 up the middle. Has help from the 64. A door touch. Greg Spiker to the outside of Howerton. He'll look to the inside. He'll look to the outside. And Mike Howerton will win at Daytona. And I'm not sure why Wade Palmer popped up there. But it's Mike Howerton with 1 lap led all day. Victorious. Was not expecting that. Through the grass, locking it up, and slides it. Get back on a replay and find out what happened here. Watch you here with Hennings and Epker. They got out to a great race lead, and then Epker goes sideways. Big run here from Wade Palmer. 51 gives him the push. Thought the blink maybe would affect Howerton's chances, but off of turn 2. 11 goes sideways. Great save there. Epker is going to end up in 6th position to finish this race. Greg Spiker is going to end up sideways across the nose of Brian Hennings. Hennings gets turned. And that's Daytona in a nutshell. Post-race interviews with a few of your top 5, and then we'll get those final race results as well. But a solo show here from V-Speed. You are watching VRX Group in the special presentation of the Nana Rose at Daytona. We will be right back. Welcome back here to Daytona, where we have concluded our extension of this race. 77 laps at this 2.5 mile oval. Mike Howerton found his way to victory lane in a phenomenal finish. Green-white checkered. One attempt here tonight. The final results up on your screen. So we don't have full telemetry. There was the starting positions at the start of this race. And with the segment cutting out, we're just going to wing it. Howerton, victorious, top 3 with Wade Palmer, Doug Helfer. In the top 3, Brian Hennings ends up in 4th. 5th spot's going to go to Benjamin Richards. Jared Epker, I know, started on the pole. He'll end up in 6th position. 7th to Kenneth Blackburn. Ed Fiedler will finish in 8th. Mike Shivers falls back to 9th. And Greg Spiker, who had a heck of a run out of 3 and 4, will end up in 10th. David Collins will finish in 11th position with Anthony Edgerton in 12th. Kelly Walton will finish in 13th with John Hudson in 14th. Teresa Spiker 15th, 13 laps down. The rest of these cars, well, one of them's not on the racetrack. That's me, but Jeffrey Hunter going to end up in 16th position. It's time to bring in your race winner. We've already talked to him once here tonight. Mike Howerton, it's Bradley Cooper in the V-Speed booth, the iconic copy.
I got you, Bradley.
Mike, I can't believe it. I mean, we just talked to you there a few laps ago. This race was a roller coaster. You mentioned that it was ups and downs. You couldn't really dedicate yourself to anybody. It's probably for the best that you did, because it seemed like every time somebody was starting to dedicate themselves, somebody got wrecked, and you found your way to victory lane by just working the field.
Yeah, I could pretend like I planned all that, like as Babe Ruth calling a shot. I told you somebody could get the outside lane working, maybe they could get something going. But in all reality, it was just sheer luck that it worked out the way it did. It was pretty interesting. At last lap, you had Brian Hennings and Jared Epker on the bottom, and I went up with Wade, and I was pretty dedicated to push Wade, and he was blinking pretty bad, so it got kind of sketchy. And then I think Brian Hennings give Jared a kind of a wrong rub or something, and knocked Jared down to the inside, and he recovered and didn't wreck, I think. But that shot me and Wade around both of them. And then I was going to keep pushing Wade, and he dropped to the bottom, and I had to run. And I'm like, well, shoot, if he's going to drop to the bottom, I'm going to head around to the outside. That's what I did. And once I got ahead of everybody, I threw a little block there at the end, and then Greg ended up getting wrecked. But yeah, it was a pretty exciting green white checkered, to say the least.
Really surprised there with that restart that we made it there, because there were some checkups on the inside and outside. And that seemed to be par for the course all night. This 110% power, it seemed to change things on the restarts.
Yeah, and it also made tire wear a factor as well a little bit. Our tires were wearing a bit where they don't usually do it with just 100% power. Yeah, and it definitely there was definitely some checkups on restarts a few times as well. So yeah, it's something to get used to. I've never ran these cars at 110% power before, so it's definitely a change to get used to.
Well, Mike, I gotta admit, I've got a pork butt. I've actually got two of them cooking right now, and I got to get back to it. So I'm going to cut this thing short, but ultimately,
Absolutely.
this thing came down to the real reason we're here. Anna Rose
That's
and
right.
everybody that is in the military, or battling overseas, battling abroad, or battling cancer. That's what this race is about. Anybody that comes to mind that you want to shout out personally?
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Anna Rose. We all came in and did this race for her, and with her battle she's having, and the thing with cancer is, I mean, everybody has somebody they love or care about that has battled and fought, yeah, cancer. And my mom fought cancer, and beat it, probably about 15 years ago. Praise God, she's still with us today, but it was a long battle. She's on chemo for a while and stuff, and it really knocked her down for several years. Took her to really recover, but she beat it, and there's so many out there that's beat it, and there's so many that has lost the battle to cancer as well. And so anything we can do to draw awareness to it is good. And just want to give another shout out there to Nana Rose.
Mike Howerton, congratulations on the victory here in this race. And Daytona, it's a dice roll every time. And I think maybe for lack of better terms, it's a dice roll with life. So
Absolutely.
the perspective
Thanks,
there,
Bradley.
Mike. Appreciate you coming up here and talk to us.
Yeah, appreciate you at the broadcast. Always do a great job.
I did my best here on this one. I'm still thinking about those pork shoulders.
There you go.
Still thinking about it. I've been fasting for 24 hours, Mike. I'm doing my best.
Well, you're ready to tear into it then.
I'm ready. Tomorrow's the day. There he is, your victor here tonight at Daytona. And again, not to take anything away from that. And I know that everybody here means the greatest out there. Shout out to Nana Rose. You obviously have people that love you. It's not very often that V Speed has something special and a special presentation, something that's in our special events. So when that happens, it means you are a special person, and we are very appreciative here at V Speed, and wanting to shout out VRX for helping put this on. Greg Spiker Teresa Spiker, just everybody. Brian Hennings, all the people that put on the World Cup, and I'll even shout out Nitro Viper. I know he's on a hiatus right now. Everybody that helps put this together. From the bottom of our hearts here at V-Speed, we're going to go cook some food now, and we will be back with you. We've got more broadcasting here. Lots of racing left through the week. Saturday Night Racing League will be live from Nashville Super Speedway. We'll also have BTDY coming up next Tuesday. So at 10 p.m. for Saturday, about 8:30 on Tuesday. Also have Mystic. It's going to be a long week. You guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Hit the subscribe button. You'll never miss a single race. We have all kinds of different disciplines of racing for Adam Baker, Morgan Cook, Eddie Smith. This is Bradley Cooper. Camera packs provided by Dougie Beard. We'll see you next time. Stay tracking, everybody.